Shalom.
Hello.
Was shalom the first thing we heard?
Yeah.
So,
In the wise words of the dude from Lego Island, hola, bienvenue, konnichiwa, and hola, and in any other language, welcome to Lego Island. And you're watching the Tabooless podcast, not taking place on Lego Island.
I
Did you
wish
say
it was,
hola?
Yes.
It's
Hola.
hola. The
Hola,
H is
as
silent. You're retarded.
I think it's supposed to be the Hawaiian one, but...
Aloha?
Obviously wrong.
Aloha, yeah, that was the one. Fuck, I haven't played that game in over a decade. Give me a break.
No, but
Lego
just like
Island
saying,
1 was my
saying hello
childhood.
Yeah,
Anyway.
Lego Island was beastly, we know. Anyway. Welcome to the Tabooless podcast, everyone. Joining me this week are the fighting siblings themselves, Brad and Kaden.
We're not actually related if anyone cares.
No, but you two fight like siblings.
We would probably strangle each other by
Yeah. Seriously, they harass me over the fact that I still have not separated their names on the opening credits.
He promised me! He promised me!
Boycott Tabooless Podcast
Kale,
2018.
we'll only start harassing you now that I see you haven't taken up your little promise.
Well, too bad.
You're gonna keep getting harassed then.
Alright, so... Let's just get on to our first story. Greg will not be joining us this week because he should be doing something I should probably also be doing, which is studying for exams, but as we all know, disregard exams, put up more YouTube videos.
Yar.
Alright.
Every college YouTuber ever.
Yeah. Alright, so the title of this article is Cuba hands over U.S. parents accused of abducting their sons. And, you know, good show of, a nice show of good faith, right?
There's something else this is.
Now, let's play a game here. I'm going to read one sentence of this at a time, and you guys can give me your opinions individually.
Okay.
A sentence. The boys had been placed in legal custody of their grandparents. I'm just going to omit the names. After the Hackens attended an anti-government rally in June in Louisiana.
Well,
How did Cuba get a hold of them?
No, they fled to Cuba.
Oh, okay.
so much for disregarding.
Okay. And where police said they found the family in a hotel room.
Okay.
With a gun,
America.
marijuana, and a knife.
America.
Talking about a journey to Armageddon.
Christians.
Still, when I stopped at anti-government rally in June in Louisiana, you have to admit, just like, oh God, what did the government do this time?
Okay. Well.
Also, why the frig is there an ad to get me an Indian bride on this website?
Slavery.
Pretty fucking much. So,
Not that
shameless plug for shadlee.com, the world's largest matrimonial service. Yeah, free plug for you guys for offering to sell me an Indian bride.
But it's not as good as mail order brides.
Well, I'm pretty certain it's a mail order bride. But if I was going to get a mail order bride, I'd go with a Russian.
I don't think I want to mail a person. Ever.
To be fair here, they're not actually mailed. They're sent over on a proper flight.
Envelope.
Oh God, my head.
Oh,
Kid, why?
Why?
Well, because I would like to know the person I get married to.
Yeah, look. Nobody actually gets a mail order bride for a mail order bride. People get mail order brides for shit like sex slavery.
Hey, wow. Sounds like prostitution.
It's
Mine's
like
so fun.
prostitution, except much more illegal.
Yeah, just a lot more illegal.
Pretty much, yeah. Forced prostitution. It's basically the same as slavery. Anyway, on to a lighter note. Or actually, I'm not sure if this is a lighter note. We'll get back to that. Apple Incorporated and Google Incorporated have gotten themselves into quite a mess. How much of a mess you guys want to know?
Well, one of them tried to sue Samsung
No, they're suing each other this time.
Oh, Jesus. It's like Armageddon.
Well, this case has now officially been in court for 3 years.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What are they suing over?
The case in Florida now involves over 180 claims.
I beg your pardon?
180 claims related to patents.
Which one initiated the sue?
I don't fucking know. I think, I'll
go with Apple on this one.
Yeah, it was Apple, yep.
Why? Because Apple sues anything that has any resemblance to a bitten fruit. Fruit. Fuck, I don't even know.
To a bitten fruit? You mean like
Yes.
that logo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, I'm actually amazed they haven't sued that game company whose logo is a peach.
You know, if anyone's ever been on Facebook and you looked at the right, 6 million people play this. I'm surprised they haven't gotten sued yet because I see so many pictures.
It's all just scams.
I know they're scams. That's why I never go on Facebook anymore.
Well,
I feel like I'm getting scammed every second I'm there.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm giving
Anyway,
someone
without a
dollar.
hint of irony, both parties are now asking the court to mop up a mess they made, holding a hearing to reduce the size and complexity of the case.
Good.
The court has declined the invitation.
Would they have to go through every case, or would it go through all together?
It's all 180 claims or one case.
Okay, good.
Now imagine just how long this case would take because they have to go through each and every 180 claims.
So they're going to be suing each other for the
Another
next eternity.
decade.
You know, is this suing through America then?
Yeah, they're in America. They're in Florida.
Well, this new phone you made has the same function as our iPhone.
I'm not going to Florida.
Yeah, well, a judge in Wisconsin last year threw out a breach of contract against Motorola from Apple because Apple tried to sue them for over $1,000 per phone. The judge refused to allow the case to go through unless the patent breach was for $1 or less for each phone. At $1,000.
Wisconsin, I think.
Yeah, that was in Wisconsin.
Okay.
At a rate of $1,000 per phone. Let's see, how many Motorola phones are sold? Somewhere in the range of 3.5 million, I think.
Not as many.
So that means they'd be
nowadays.
suing for $3.5 billion in lost profits from a patent breach. What?
Someday there'll be enough patents in the world where I can't put my cock against a window because somebody's already patented that.
Somebody's already patented your cock. That's right.
Yep. I can't have it be seen ever.
Don't worry, nobody can see it.
Yeah,
Hey, you lined yourself up for that one.
I know it.
Yeah, so the court has now issued a statement that they have 4 months to clean up their own case. And if they fail to do it, both sides of the cases and everything will be completely thrown out. Here's hoping they decide not to clean up their shit. Because, seriously, even if they clean up their case, I would guess that, Apple and Motorola, or not Apple and Google would be in probably court for another 3 to 5 years. Because really, holy balls.
I wonder if it costs more to keep that case going than it does to actually.
Well, that's the thing I'm wondering. Let's see. Lawyer's fees while working on a case, you'd be expecting to pay like, what? I don't know, 50 grand? Like every 3 months? Probably 200 grand a year per lawyer. They each probably have a team of like a dozen lawyers. It's probably costing them $1 million a year, if not more, to keep that shit going.
They have money to spare.
They do. But their legal costs at this point have probably well exceeded what they would have actually lost in profits against one another.
Well, maybe they won't actually win. Just they'll go bankrupt.
Yeah. I actually really hope that doesn't happen, because that means the other corporation would inherit intellectual property from the other instead of damages.
Mm.
Value intellectual property. So if Google were to go bankrupt...
God, no.
Yeah, exactly. If Apple were to go bankrupt, I don't know. I mean, Google does a pretty good job of running the world. But it's not because they send me a paycheck.
I support Google's claim on the world.
Yeah,
They've done a pretty good job so far, so...
Yeah, they seem to handle ruling the world pretty effectively, I'd say.
I mean, they're trying to strive for human development.
Yeah, can't argue with that.
SpaceX and all.
Alright, so, on to another peak of curiosity story. In Rome, that is in Maine, not Italy.
Ah, shit.
Christopher Knight.
Ooh.
I like the name to be combined with the fact he lived in the Rome jurisdiction. Mr. Knight of Rome. Gotta admit, that's pretty badass. Aged 47, has been arrested for over 1,000 counts of burglary.
I know the story now.
After 27 years in solitude. He had only spoken to one person before the arrest in the last 27 years, and had spent the last 27 years breaking into various cottages, campsites, and cabins, you name it. He broke into it to steal food and various supplies.
I'm surprised he still had the ability to talk.
Some people... I think it's one of those things like riding a bike. You really don't ever forget it.
Well, I heard a story about a classmate of mine. I'm not going to say her name or anything.
Yeah.
But she said her grandfather, when his wife died, he just stopped talking. And eventually he lost the ability to talk. Because he just didn't do it.
I don't know.
It might be more of a psychological thing. Maybe.
Yeah. I think that was probably psychological damage, because, like I said, I actually went 6 years without riding a bike. Got back on a bike last year. And I
ran into a wall.
No, actually. Short of just not being able to turn on a dime like I used to be able to, I could still ride just fine. Holy shit, my father was freaking out. I was like, put on a fucking helmet. Holy crap, you haven't ridden a bike in like half a decade. What the hell are you doing? It's like, you never forget how to ride a bike. No.
I can have my dream.
So yeah. Man, that's impressive to say the least. Ouch.
Get caught.
Yeah. Apparently he has been a myth or a legend.
Jesus.
Of the region. The thieving hermit.
Thieving hermit. So obviously he wasn't doing too well at that entire secrecy thing.
Well, I would say, well, that's not entirely true.
I mean, he's got a legend about him now.
Yeah.
And they know that he's a hermit. And not just some raccoon that has a particularly large brain.
Honestly, a raccoon with a particularly large brain would scare me more.
Exactly. Evil.
No fucking kidding. Oh, God.
There's a reason they're called nature's burglars. Or in another term, nature's I'm gonna fuck you up now. Okay, bye.
Oh, yeah.
Hide your shiny things. Right.
That's magpies. Raccoons just fuck with you, like wasps.
See, at least I think raccoons are a bit nice about it. Wasps have no niceness, no inch of niceness in them.
They don't even pollinate flowers. What the hell are they
They're
even
not
for?
good for nature. You know what they
They
do?
do nothing.
They're like the asshole version of bees, which is exactly what they are.
Yeah, I don't get how the hell they fucking survive. And the
Yeah,
worst part is,
wait.
as bee colonies collapse, they are doing just fine.
Because nobody wants to fuck with them. And you know who
It's
they
like
wanna fuck with?
like bees are going extinct because of climate change. Wasps just don't give a shit. They're just like, yeah, the climate can
my family's
change. We don't
actually gonna
care.
start raising bees soon, so you can thank us for helping the bee population, folks.
Yeah, good luck raising bees. It's not easy anymore.
I know it's not gonna be
really
easy.
not.
You know who's gonna be in the suit? Me.
Yeah, Brad's a farm boy.
No, I'm not actually a farm boy. Suburbs, kinda, maybe. It's really weird. But yeah, shameless pitch for my family's business.
Shameless bitch. Oh well. Now, yet another story to pique your curiosity. A hacker successfully managed to hijack an airplane using an Android app.
Oh fuck. I'm done. I'm not using technology anymore. I'm not flying up planes.
Hugo Tesso claims he has created an Android app called Planesploit that would allow him to remotely attack and hijack commercial aircraft.
Wait, how?
It apparently is capable of seizing control of the autopilot.
He didn't crash it, did he?
No. He did it in a demonstration.
That's still pretty dangerous. He killed everyone.
I don't know. I think if he just gains control of the autopilot to the point where not like crash the plane, but he could like change the plane's course and stuff like that. I think that's perfectly safe. I mean, the autopilot isn't going to crash.
Course, he could actually script the course and say to the bottom of the Pacific Ocean.
The pilots were fully aware of what he was doing.
Oh god!
It was in a demonstration scenario.
Oh, okay. I thought he was demonstrating to another group of people. Okay.
No, it was in a full demonstration scenario.
Well, that's actually pretty handy. If the pilot's becoming incapacitated.
That anyone with an Android phone could start flying the plane?
Well, no. Give it to a certain group of people. They could just say, "There you go. You're going that way now."
Well, no. Here's the problem. This is definitely like okay. Let's assume that, and you know what? Let's just make it secure enough that not any Android phone could do this. Let's make it up to the air traffic controllers or something, maybe. Or
people that have to get a certificate in Android and apps. Have fun.
No, you can pretty much set to install third-party apps. I've already acquired a copy of his app.
let's just go on. No, it sounds a little bit illegal, but let's go.
Yeah,
on to the scenario.
Yeah. Once in, he demonstrated how it was possible to manipulate the steering of a Boeing jet while it was in autopilot mode. The steering institute said he could cause a crash by setting the aircraft on a collision course with another jet, or even give passengers a scare, dropping down emergency oxygen masks without warning. Honestly, that sounds like a pretty good prank.
That doesn't sound like a pretty good prank. You know what that causes? Heart attacks.
What, oxygen masks dropping?
No drop.
A good way to get arrested.
Yeah.
They'd never be able to trace it.
Shit. I'm sorry.
Well, maybe they might be able to, but some systems could be updated to patch vulnerabilities, but many legacy systems would be difficult, if not impossible, to update. So, in short, any plane that is a Boeing 767 or earlier could literally be hijacked by an Android app. And you see, this is why I hate to say this, but I think terrorists, or like Islamic terrorists hijacking our planes, are the least of our worries.
They really are.
Considering that intelligent Westerners can figure shit like this out, I would be worried if any of them went rogue, myself included. Admittedly, once you reach the intelligence level where you can figure this kind of thing out, you're pretty smart enough, hopefully, not to go rogue and start blowing up planes. Or so we hope.
Or so we hope.
Yep. Also, let's have a little fun here. A woman has choked her boyfriend to the point of unconsciousness because they were drunk and the boyfriend could not stop singing Macklemore's Thrift Shop.
Something tells me that's not a suitable reason to choke your fucking boy.
She told the cops, "He just annoyed me. I grabbed him around the throat. I did it for imitation." And she choked him out to the point of unconsciousness.
Kind of feel sorry for her.
She's currently charged with harassment and domestic violence.
No, choking someone to the point of unconsciousness will take longer than it would.
Kaden, you're really quiet.
Yeah.
Than it would to like joke around, choke somebody.
You might want to restart what you're saying because nobody might have heard.
Yeah, no one would have been able to hear that.
The
Stop.
point where someone passes out takes a lot longer.
Well,
than
she
it
was also
takes-
drunk, so she was probably pretty drunk.
Yeah, there was A, she's drunk, and B, I can choke someone out in 10 seconds. It's called the sleeper hold. You don't choke someone out by their trachea. You choke it out
Wait,
with the veins
well,
and
the thing is, okay, she choked him to death.
unconscious.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good then. Okay.
Yeah, she knocked her boyfriend out.
Okay, so she might not need to be charged.
Harassment and domestic violence. If I said that she was charged with murder, yeah, he'd be dead. Harassment
I
and domestic
wasn't-
violence, I
shit.
don't think are charges you give to someone who committed manslaughter.
I wasn't paying attention.
Or probably
I'm
second-degree
clear about
murder.
me, Sorry.
So, the moral of the story is, don't repeatedly sing the song Thrift Shop by Macklemore over and over again around your girlfriend, or you risk being choked. Hey, don't do that. Content ID claims, man.
Just because I go better.
Yes, that is literally enough for people to file a content ID claim against me.
Don't go all Apple on me.
Oh god.
Let's move to a light-hearted story of a kitten being tossed out of a third-floor window.
Was it Michael Jackson who threw him out of the window?
Oh god.
No. It was
God.
1 pound cat named Precious.
Blanket!
Yeah. Here's the interesting part. The 1 pound cat suffered a mouth injury, but no broken bones.
Said no injuries to us.
What?
You said it didn't obtain any injuries to us. You
Hmm.
filthy lying whore.
I said, a mouth injury, but no broken bones. A minorly bruised jaw is hardly an injury when you're talking about a 3-story
injury.
fall. Yeah.
So
Precious hurt her jaw, but survived the 3-story fall. You know what? I would consider hurting her jaw, as nice as a fluffy, cute looking, is really a minor problem when you're talking about a kitten thrown out of a 3-story window.
also, I have a question. Who the fuck tossed the cat out of a window?
The man took off. A warrant has been issued alleging assault and animal abuse.
Who the fuck in their right mind just tosses a cat out the window because they want to? Who?
A
don't-
terrible human being.
I don't get it. No one just I don't think I've ever met anyone that just goes, "There's a cat right there. And there's a window. I bet I could toss that thing out the window."
Considering
It
considering the person is also charged with assault,
Probably beat someone off.
yeah, I'd probably assume there might have been a fist fight, possibly also alcohol involved. I would hope. A hell of a lot of alcohol involved.
Did he throw the cat out, or did he drop the cat?
He threw the cat.
Like, with a lot of force?
The cat's owner having a dispute with her ex-boyfriend. And the ex-boyfriend chucks the cat out the window.
Okay, so it's an ex-boyfriend.
Yeah.
Even worse.
Yeah.
If it's a random guy, maybe he's out of it. But
No. How out of it do you have to be to throw a kitten out the window? And I think in the last episode we had an instance of a cat catching on fire. We're just going to have a weekly segment of cat getting injured.
yeah,
I think-
sounds like it.
At this rate, yeah. Weekly segment of a cat getting injured.
Well, most of us are cat lovers. I don't know about Kaden, but I think cats are
There's
adorable.
no such thing as a non-cat lover. Everyone loves how adorable kittens are.
Ron Swanson thinks cats are useless.
Yeah, but
They are pretty useless. Though.
they are. I never said that. But find me someone who can't say a kitten is not adorable.
Genghis Khan.
Are you kidding?
I don't know. I just took a random name out of my head, and it happened to be Genghis Khan.
Yeah, even Genghis Khan would have stopped his conquest to look at cute kittens.
Maybe.
Why do you think we haven't? Why do you think there's no wars in the civilized world anymore? We've learned about cat photos.
Some-
How do we spread world peace? We bring the internet and cat photos to the rest of the world. Then everyone will
sounds
lay
good.
down their arms.
Ugh,
That's the secret to world peace, everyone. Cat photos.
cats. You heard it here.
Yep.
Thank us for world peace in the future.
So, a professor in a university has told their student to get your shit together.
Are they gangsta, dude?
Not quite, but he was reported to the dean or whatever the hell it is for it. And interestingly enough, yeah, he sent a letter to literally the entire school. Was nice enough to blank out his name of the student after receiving an angry email about being kicked out of class for being 1 hour late.
Is him for being 1 hour late?
It was apparently the first day of class.
I can see that happening.
An hour late, no. 5
What?
minutes, maybe. 10 minutes, 15 minutes if you manage to get stuck in gridlock traffic.
Oh wait, it depends also where he lived. I mean, did he live on campus? Or wait, is this college or
Brad, you're going robotic.
better?
Yes.
I cleared my throat and it worked. Oh my god.
No, it did not.
Fuck.
It's kind of off and on. I don't think I have
Oh.
anything running to destroy my internet, do I? No.
Here, I'll be RP.
It's gotta be his.
Yeah, Kaden sounds fine, so it's gotta be Brad. Alright, Brad will be rejoining us in a moment.
Hi.
Yeah, you're better now.
Oh, now I have an echo.
And now there's an echo. God damn it, Brad.
Okay, 1 second. I'm sorry, everyone. How about now?
Yep, everything's good, I think.
How about now?
Maybe.
No, I can
Echo.
hear the echo.
Now?
I don't know. Yeah, echo.
Shit, fuck.
Sorry for the technical delays, everybody. Brad is the only foo I know who does not have a headset.
Hello?
Hello.
Is everything okay?
Kinda, sorta. Kinda, sorta.
Did the professor
It's
get
good
in trouble?
enough. It's good enough.
Why does God hate me?
I don't know.
Anyway,
Jesus loves you.
so to answer my question, I asked what school was this? Like, university?
It was a university, yes.
Okay, does it say if he lived on campus or off?
No.
That could be a big thing, though, I mean.
Well,
Traffic-
no. Here's what happened. Apparently, according to the student, was on the first day of classes, he wasn't actually enrolled in the class, but was attending about 20 minutes of 3 different classes in the same time slot to decide which he wanted to take.
Okay, that's... I don't buy that.
And the professor responds with a interesting letter about how he and I like the first paragraph. Just so I've got this straight, you started in one class, left 20 minutes into, stood up, walked out mid-lecture, went to another class, walked in 20 minutes late, left that class, again, presumably in the middle of a lecture, and then came to my class at that point, walking in an hour late. I asked you to come in, I asked you to come to the next class, which bothered you. I believe the professor, after just that first paragraph, could literally drop the microphone and walk away. Because he wins. Oh, jeez. And he goes on for at least another, 4 paragraphs. 5 if you count the single paragraph, XXXX. He's nice enough to blot out the name. Get your shit together. And this apparently disturbed the student enough to report this message to the dean, in which the professor decided to return with sending the entire message with the name blotted out to the entire school.
That could be a bit dickish.
A bit dickish, maybe, but good point.
Well justified, yes.
Yeah, and the students rallied with the professor on this one.
That kid probably got shamed, and in
Well,
college,
that's why he blotted out the name first.
okay, good, but still, anyone in that class might know who it is.
Maybe. And somebody in the school would inevitably know, and that somebody would inevitably tell somebody else. Although
that
I
kid
don't
just got
think
shamed.
Yeah, he probably did. And he deserved it for what he was doing, really. He disturbed
like-
not 1, but 3 classes.
Well,
in high
according
school,
to his
in elementary school, primary and secondary, I believe, in Canada or UK, you can't get away with stuff like that. Things aren't going to follow you into the real world as much as they will in
Yeah,
university.
you don't get to do that shit in high school either. So,
Well, hopefully it'll stay behind. But university, those are probably some of the people you're going to be working with in the future. And
Yeah.
your bosses, so. I have to feel sorry for that person, but I mean, that was a pretty bad choice. Of a lie, or...
yeah.
Or just a decision in general,
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, if he, why not just do what normal students do, which is sit in for a week of it. And it's okay, this is not for me. Go to transfer to the next one. You can get away with, transferring in the first week pretty easily. As somebody who's
Yeah.
been to university, yeah, you can get away with transferring in, the first week. After that, it's kind of iffy, but why not just sit in for one single entire, well, I guess the class is only once a week, so.
I would understand if it physically pained you, as in you were physically being tortured by yourself to sit in that class. Or
Yeah.
everyone else for that matter.
Usually, though, classes like that would happen more than once a week. That's why I'm wondering. Usually, you'd expect to have 2 to 3 of that class a week. Which really starts to make me wonder, but whatever. I'm not here to judge the student. Either way, I give props to the professor for that one.
hmm So this was the first day, correct?
Yeah, first day of classes.
See, that's another thing.
That's the new
If you're
term.
choosing a class, it's okay to choose it, but then not like it. But don't judge it on the first day. That's the syllabus day. That's the day it's okay.
No, in university, the first day will define the entire class.
Will it? Alright.
Yeah, pretty much. Because in university, unlike in high school like you're used to, you don't fuck around for the first day class, because you only have 1 to 3 classes a week, so, of that class.
Yeah, you
at
don't have
least.
time, I guess.
Yeah, the professor literally just drops textbooks, and it's just here's a bunch of work for you guys, and then just starts writing shit on the board expecting you to take notes.
See, I probably won't get that. I'm going to that.
Exclusion of technology-based courses, like mine,
Technically-
where he just starts putting up slides and starts talking about shit.
Technically, I will be going to a tech school.
Well, then you'll get PowerPoint slides instead of chalkboards.
Probably, because I'm going to be going to be a nurse.
My professor's also pretty, most of my professors at least, are pretty good at things like putting up their PowerPoint slides on the internet for us to get.
Yeah, one of my teachers won't give us a PowerPoint slide on how our portfolios are supposed to be organized, so...
Well, if your teacher does a lesson in form of PowerPoint, there's no reason for your teacher not to make that PowerPoint available to you.
I would really like her to make that available because I kind of slacked off at first. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, like I said, for the sake of better note-taking and everything, just getting that sort of thing, yeah, that bugs me about teachers that do that.
She's a really good teacher overall, though, I mean. But that's the one thing I would like to be able to look at so I can get that organized.
Like, I was the kid who brought a laptop to every class in high school, and every time the teacher handed out anything, I just got it in digital form.
Technically, I could get everything in digital form, but downloading the curriculum is probably illegal, since I'm attending a class that's kind of like nationwide.
What?
Project Lead the Way.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's mathematics and biological schmizzle.
Alright, well, on to the next article, I suppose. And that is that Iran is now launching an Islamic Google Earth.
You heard of her, folks. We're gonna have an Islamic Google Earth.
Because they are apparently suspicious of Western corporations. Understandably, but...
Very understandable.
Have you seen some of the shit they do? But,
Next up, sick.
They are launching an Islamic Google Earth. That will be run by the Iranian government.
Alright.
Oh
So
god, I can see propaganda already.
You can definitely tell it's going to be completely fair and unbiased.
Right.
And here's where the propaganda part comes in. There will also be locations marked of famous battlefields.
Oh god.
This is gonna be good.
I swear they're going to be put on the famous battlefields, like places the Nazis won or something.
So, is Google agreeing to this?
Oh no, Iran's taking Google's stuff and developing it.
Oh, right. You can't exactly... Right,
you can't sue a government. It's
Yeah,
really hard to do that.
And unless the UN is like, wait, what? I don't think they will.
No, the UN doesn't enforce copyright shit. The World Trade Organization does.
And everyone, fun note, that is why SpaceX does not patent their technology.
Yeah, Google pretty much has stopped patenting their technology too at this point.
Because why? China might steal it. That's what I read. It's not going to be specific to China, but that's their main competitor, I hear.
Yeah, pretty much. And it's really, when you look at it, patent laws have to change. I've said this before, and I will say it again. Copyright and patent laws are stuck in an old time and are completely outdated and need severe updating. If they do not get severely updated, then they will crash and burn.
Ever want to know why? Look at Google, Samsung, and Apple.
Like I said, Google spends somewhere in the range of like $100 million on lawyer fees each year fighting copyright and other shit. Not just from Apple, but
it's insane.
For a lot of stuff related to YouTube, I think. I somehow wonder how the hell Google makes a profit on YouTube, considering their lawyer fees related to it. I really have to wonder, how much would it cost to literally space their servers? I mean, the Pirate Bay's talked about this as a wild idea, but Google has the resources to do that, to fire their servers into low Earth orbit.
Which would be fucking cool.
Yeah, really. How much could it possibly cost in comparison to their millions of dollars in lawyer fees to just literally space their servers so nobody can sue them anymore?
So the not so sciencey people, think about it like this. That would be the coolest thing we've ever done, because we will be protecting those servers from the radiation. I don't know if that affects it, but
oh hell yes,
protecting it from debris. Do you know how lazy we've gotten about cleaning up space debris?
Febreze all of space. That's how you fix it. We'd have to space a giant bottle of Febreze. And then
Get
just
rid of
activate the
that.
sprayer remotely with a
my
really,
God,
really
I'm
long
taking
string.
out of this.
Would it even? I don't think it would work.
What? It
That's
would work
fake.
fine. It would work better than fine. It would spray out for goddamn miles, assuming the internal part of the bottle would be pressurized.
So, yeah. But really, that would be amazing.
Yeah, like Google has the resources to space their servers. And it would literally immunize them against any and all forms of lawsuits. Because, as it turns out, space is not governed by international laws.
And one more thing.
They could put it in Antarctica.
Google
No, Antarctica is still considered international territories.
Google
Really?
just seems
Yep.
so bent on pushing technology, which I love because
Yeah, that's another reason, like I said, why hasn't Google done this?
they're busy taking care of silly lawsuits.
Yeah, this is probably true. 80% of the profits are probably just tied up in lawsuits.
Really though, I don't know if we should be trusting Google so much because we trusted a lot of other people in the world and they kind of turned out to shank our asses.
Mm,
I'm a little scared though, but I will trust our Google overlord to do what is right.
yeah, for now.
I love you, Google.
We all love Google.
Ugh,
Ironically, this podcast, because it's on YouTube, brought to you in part by Google.
Yeah.
God.
Uh,
At least I can trust we're not gonna get like sued over that or anything.
God damn it, what the fuck is with the ads today on the sides of these freaking articles? This
Kailvin.
one is literally a black and white, what appears to be a Nazi rally with a gun-shaped imperial wing. Like the imperial eagle for the Nazi regime, with a gun instead of legs. And lies, lies, lies. A blacklisted video reveals the real reason why the government is so eager to keep guns away from you. What the fuck is this shit?
Kel, they're trying to make you live in America.
Apparently, they're trying to A, sell me brides, and B, sell me the fact that the government's taking away guns. Where is the hurry up and take away the guns already button? I want to support that side. Anyway, so there is a photo accompanying this article that I'm fairly certain I can't even so much as link on YouTube due to NSFL related to gore. And that's because it is a photo of a homosexual male who walked through a Muslim suburb in Paris, France, with his boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
It is hard to say that anything else beyond that, and based on the fact that I said based on gore, you can pretty well understand what happened to him, I think.
Mm-hmm. So we're not gonna link it. Sorry.
Yeah, we can't link this photo. There is nothing I can do in terms of that. That's pretty much unacceptable for me to even link this photo. But yes, he was reportedly beaten for walking arm in arm with his boyfriend early Sunday morning. He was assaulted in Paris, where he sustained several injuries, including missing teeth, broken bones, fractured pieces of bone in his skull. He posted his wounds on his Facebook page with the caption, "Sorry to show you this. This is the face of homophobia." Wow.
Wow, indeed.
The neighborhood is not only Muslim, but also populated by ultra-Orthodox Jews. How the hell do they even coexist?
I never even knew Orthodox Jews existed, let alone the extreme version.
Yeah, they definitely exist in Israel. There's also a district in the city of Montreal that they live in.
Ah, Montreal.
And nobody likes Montreal. Hell, nobody likes Quebec. That's something we've gone over already.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, jeez. I'm looking at this picture and I'm just like, jeez. I have seen photos of literal gangrenous flesh holes. And this is more revolting to look at, the injuries he sustained.
I would think more because of how it happened than anything else.
Yeah, I look at gangrenous flesh holes and I just go like, would you like some pain medication? That looks awfully painful.
Because with this, I mean, yeah, it's really bad, but I mean, compared to other things on the net, this is
Yeah, I guess it's circumstantial.
exactly.
Like I said, I've always said I would, if I ever bothered, I could probably make a great doctor. Because I can pretty much look at any wound, no matter how gross and how disgusting it is, and just walk away like whatever. It's like that looked really painful. And like I've had this discussion with Greg before after a story about a man who laid on the sidewalk of New York City for 12 hours and bled to death because nobody helped him.
Did he get like stepped on, or just?
Oh no, people just walked around him and avoided him. And it was all caught on camera out in front of a bank.
I hope
I
all
have-
of them feel fucking bad because, I mean,
Yeah.
there is no excuse for that. Not anymore.
I was talking with Greg about this a while back and after this story, and we both agree if there's at any point that somebody is wounded,
You help.
we will immediately go and assist them until an ambulance arrives. Like it's just like, okay, I've already called an ambulance. I don't care. I'm staying until the ambulance is here.
To everyone
like,
listening, I'm gonna put this in
take this
perspective
advice.
where it will make you understand if you don't understand how bad this is. Think about this.
This was in New
You're
York
laying
City.
on the. You've just been beaten up or stabbed or whatever. You're laying
Actually,
on the ground.
he was stabbed while saving a woman from being mugged.
Okay.
That's even
you
worse.
just saved a beautiful woman or ugly woman. I don't care. Really, it's just part of the story. You save her from being stabbed, but guess what? You get shanked. And you know what? You're in New York. You think to yourself, it's okay. It's okay. I'm not gonna die. I'm not
Over
gonna-
1,000 people will walk by me, and surely some of them will at least come to help, right?
And then you see those people. You see your saviors walking by you.
And
No
the
one's
man was
stopping
clearly
them.
crying out for help too. That's like it was a terrible bout of footage to watch. Like there are few things on the internet that can disturb me like that, and even that is just one of those. There goes the last of my faith in humanity, sort of things.
Faith in New York.
Faith in America in general.
Hey.
I mean, when I broke my foot, I had a bus driver across the street do nothing for me. Like, I was laying face down on the sidewalk with, like, a fluorescent yellow jacket on and didn't even stop. I had, like, three cars pass me, too. Like,
Jesus
it is
Christ.
Yeah,
so annoying.
I mean, I could attribute what happened to Kaden, like, some kid being a fucking dumbass. But a guy laying on the ground.
I will
bleeding
tell you
out.
this now, my dad does not have the same instinct as me, and I've had this instinct happen to me before where I wanted to go and help someone, because we were driving in a car, and much like Kaden said, there was literally a kid lying on the ground on the sidewalk. And I'm just like, stop the car, there's a kid lying on the sidewalk, face down. It's like, whatever, someone will help him.
See, my dad
And I'm just
would
like,
instantly
what?
stop.
I almost wanted to hit him if he wasn't driving the car, but...
That's one thing about my dad. He's willing to help people if he can, but he likes to keep his head low and doesn't like attention being drawn to him.
Yeah.
Mr. Dorsey, would you like a interview? No, go away.
I understand the whole not attention being drawn to you sort of thing, but it just irks me when people aren't going to, stop by the side of the road to help out.
Exactly. We're all in this together, as much as no one likes to believe it. We're a race, and there is a very thin line separating us from total destruction, everyone. One planet destroyed and we're gone, so...
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that hard to stop by, waste 10 minutes of your day. Not even waste it, just to help someone.
Yeah, like I said, I have the instinct that is to literally help people whenever the hell I can. If I see anyone even in remote danger. Like, there are people who, like... I guess I was a bit of a white knight when I was, the older kid in elementary school, which was, like grade 0 to 8. Like, I was in grade 7 and 8, the kids were being bullied, like, in grade 4, and I nearly got my ass kicked by, like, 3 or 4 grade 5s when I stood up for the little kid. I'm just like, get the fuck out of here right now. And I just ballsed up. Like, I knew those kids, because there was like 3 or 4 of them, they could take me. Like, they're only like 3 or 4 years younger, but I just ballsed up. Because I don't stand for shit at all like that. And I sure as hell will help anyone who's in trouble. I'm a good person at heart. Even if I seem really evil on the surface.
Just your psychomania.
Q, 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 Q.
Hew.
Q.
So anyway, we spent probably more time than we should have on that.
Well, it's an important story, and I'd like to get that through
Yeah.
to everyone if I can.
And
Not that anyone that's listening
remember everyone, homophobia is wrong, and we should seriously consider tighter immigration laws that prevent people who practice religion from getting into, or people who practice extreme versions of any religion from getting into our countries.
Freedom of religion.
I've never been a proponent of, perfectly open immigration, because when you take people from different cultures and stick them together, you produce weird results. That's how
Some
it
of them
works.
are good results, but some of them maybe not so much.
Yeah, sometimes you get good results. Other times you get results like Quebec or Paris.
My God, you're not gonna let up on Quebec, are you?
No, I'm Canadian. And the same reason you guys don't have to let up on Texas.
I actually don't have a problem with Texas. Like, sure, I'll make fun of them every once in a while, but yeah,
You should have a problem with Texas.
I probably should.
Alright. So, let's go on to the next story. The postal pooper sought by I can't even say this township. Spring-Etsbury. How do you pronounce 2 T's?
Like a single T.
I guess. That made my eyes go, what? You don't put 2 T's next to one another normally. But anyway, postal pooper sought by Spring-Etsbury Township Police. They are seeking a man who reportedly defecated on the sidewalk outside the U.S. Postal Office Monday
What?
evening. Police said the man, described as balding, heavy-set white male in his 60s, was identified as a postal employee as the same man who had previously defecated in the post office lobby. So this is the second time taking a shit at a post office.
Is there gonna be a Japanese man that comes to kill him?
I don't know what you're making a reference to.
Last week? Or 2 weeks ago? The guy killing the 2 people for the dog poop on his porch?
Oh yeah, that's right. Fuck, that guy's gotta worry. He's gonna be hunted by an old Japanese man. Oh god. Kaden's family is loud.
Very much so.
So yeah, if you have any information, please contact the New York police. God, we mention, I swear, like, each week we have, like, this one place in America that we mention more than anywhere else. Like, last week it was Arkansas, this week it's New York. By the
Guess
way,
what's gonna be
that
next
university,
week,
that
folks?
university with the, quote, mean professor, also in New York. Yeah, like, this week's state is New York.
I wonder if that professor would have done.
Yes, the mean professor is definitely taking a shit in, post offices.
No, about the person on the ground.
Oh, probably. He seems like a wise enough man. But anyway, so yeah. For information, contact New York Police.
We'll get on it eventually.
Yeah. Yeah, after they're done beating up protesters. Heyo.
Mhm.
Anyway. So, ex-Prime Minister Baroness Margaret Thatcher is dead. She died peacefully at age 87 after suffering a stroke.
Who
See,
is this person?
yeah, I
Am I
don't.
supposed to, like,
I
care
remember
about-
hearing her name, but I don't know if she was a good one or a bad one.
Well, if you believe her foreign ministries, she is one of the best prime ministers ever. And even growing up, I admit, I thought she was a pretty damn good prime minister for Britain.
Well,
She ran a hellishly good foreign relations campaign. I will give her that. But after her death, and I actually bothered to do some research on her, holy shit, she's the devil incarnate.
was she really?
Yeah, actually. She supported Augusto Pinochet.
Name rings a bit of a bell, but who was that?
He killed around 3,500 Chileans.
How would anyone ever support that?
Good question. She funded Augusto Pinochet's military dictatorship government.
Why, people? Why? You were so close to being a saint.
Well, I don't know. She also ruled pretty heavily with an iron fist, apparently. We need a British correspondent. Where the hell is Jamie? We need
sleeping?
Yeah.
Probably.
We need to stop recording this in the evening, for us, at least.
Yeah, that'd probably be a pretty good idea.
Yeah, but yeah. By the way, we're totally recording this next Sunday. That way we'll have, like...
Okay.
That way I can actually get us a freaking guest. Just so you know.
Yep.
Which also drives on into the next article I have, which is Judy Garland's Ding Dong, the Witch is Dead. That has risen to the number 27 most listened to song on UK iTunes.
Why it's not just iTunes?
I don't know. The Ding Dong, the Witch is Dead was made famous for the 1939 movie The Wizard of Oz. After, I believe, the death of the Wicked Witch of the West.
Whichever witch got crushed, I think.
Oh, that was the East, then. If it was the one crushed under the house, then, yeah, it was East.
Yeah, because I
West.
don't think anyone would be saying Ding Dong, the Witch is Dead after you just splashed her with water. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, that's how The Wizard of Oz ends. Anyway. Yeah, holy so that's got to add some showing of sentiment to... Yeah, Ding Dong could hit number 1 in the UK by as early as next week, according to some predictions. And, mind you, it's actually early next week right now, or late in the week, I think. When the hell did she die? Crap, was this a couple days ago? Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
right.
I remember thinking, yeah, we'll probably...
Yeah, April 8th, we're recording this April 11th, so... Yeah, as early as next week, Ding Dong the Witch is Dead could be number 1 on the UK iTunes. So that, I think that just sums up how British people feel about Margaret Thatcher.
How British they feel.
And the British people. Well, I think that's probably the opinion that matters most, considering she was their Prime Minister.
Mm-hmm.
Just to be fair here, I think that's probably the one that matters the most.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. And speaking of Augustus Pinochet, WikiLeaks has revealed that the Vatican dismissed Pinochet's massacre reports as communist propaganda.
Face desk.
Yep, that's right. A fascist right-wing military regime. Getting reports of doing something bad, the Vatican dismisses it as communist propaganda.
What about all those Americans stolen by North Korea? Right?
I think that might, in fact, yes, the 150,000 Americans that have been taken prisoner by North Korea might just be communist propaganda.
Damn right. America.
We have unconfirmed reports that it may not be communist propaganda, and there may be 150,000 prisoners, but we are unsure of the current situation. We recommend all Americans take advisory due to the large hostage situation. Yeah.
As someone has pointed out on Reddit, I'm surprised North Korea just didn't use the Terminator scene of New York being blown up as propaganda yet.
Yeah, you know, I have to wonder that.
I watched it not too long ago, and I'm like, yeah, this actually seems a little realistic. A little, considering the time it was made.
Yeah. Probably, it looks better than North Korea's propaganda if you've watched the videos.
You mean COD, right? Right.
No. They used COD in some of it, yeah.
Yeah.
North Korean propaganda is pretty bad, and it's actually quite hilarious. Anyone who has not seen North Korean propaganda, I recommend you go and look it up. It is hilarious.
However.
Hilarious.
But, yeah.
Yeah.
They have some pretty bad photo editors over there.
Yeah, and here's the question. Who gets to see this crap? Do the people in North Korea even have TVs?
Oh, there'll probably be TVs playing in like busy areas, and it'll play.
Alright, fair enough.
That's what I would assume, at least.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't even think North Koreans had TVs. Yeah.
Sorry.
No offense to North Koreans if you actually have TVs. It's kind of hard to tell what you have and what you don't have when you have your government.
Mm.
I actually apparently have a subscriber from North Korea, so...
No, we don't. That's impossible. I don't believe it.
YouTube would tell me differently.
YouTube's obviously full of shit.
Yeah, YouTube says I have a subscriber from North Korea. I actually think I have 2 now, so... The glorious leader apparently likes my content.
Oh god, he's taking tips from Kale.
Oh shit, now we're really screwed.
GG.
Oh god. Kim Jong-un taking tips from me. Yeah, the US is really screwed then. So, final article for the night. An ex-US soldier who fought in Syria could face execution. He fought on the side of the rebellion, specifically the Al-Nusra Front. Shares the U.S. government's opinion the Syrian leader Bashar al-Assad must go. Yeah, that's actually kind of interesting. What is he charged with, you ask? Using a weapon outside the U.S.
Wow.
That is a crime with the death penalty.
Sounds a bit excusey if you ask me.
How the hell does that even work? How can you possibly even set up a law like that? I mean, he's an ex-US soldier, so any military jurisdiction laws would no longer apply to him if he resigned from the army. He had to be considered a civilian. So, I would initially pass it off as a military law, which might make some sense, but... Really? And why the hell is everyone silent?
Not sure.
Kaden's mic's muted, probably because his family's being really loud.
I mean, my brother's playing with a lightsaber behind me.
That is perfectly acceptable. You can keep your microphone unmuted. Believe me, that's comical stuff that adds to it. Damn it, Kaden, unmute your microphone.
Ah, fine.
Kaden, I said keep your microphone unmuted, damn it. And that's Kaden's brother, everyone. Replacing Greg on the show this week. I'm putting him in the credits for that.
Alright.
His name's Ian, right?
Yeah.
Alright. Yep, he was our guest for this week.
I think that sounds a bit excusey on the guest list, Kale.
Still not as excusey as this American charge.
Oh, go to hell.
Oh god. Now his girlfriend's chasing him around the house with a lightsaber.
Ah, Jesus. Is he still with the girl he was with?
Yeah.
Really?
Do you have a webcam, Kaden?
No, I do
Damn.
not have a webcam.
I was gonna say, point at them and start recording. Viral video right there.
No, it's better when they play a human
Say
human statues. Human statues.
Oh god.
They're really weird.
Well, at least they're happy. That's all that matters. When you're gay, that's all that matters. And that's a great way to close out the show, I think.
Yeah.
So, with great thanks from me here, Kailvin, Brad,
Hi.
Kaden,
Hello.
I say goodbye. You say hello. Hello, hello. That's all I can think of right now. Good work, you
I don't have a
bozos.
song. I just did what came naturally. Say the opposite.
Well, congratulations.
It worked.
Yeah, you made me think of that song. Good work. And also joining us this week was Ian Ferguson.
Yeah.
Okay. Any chance he's gonna make a noise in the next 10 seconds?
No, they went upstairs.
Damn. All right.
Oh God, what are they doing upstairs?
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, very bored.
Oh God. Okay. Cut it here.
Well, thank you everyone for watching, and we'll see you next week.